Try it again. Good morning, Chair Hurd, Ranking Member Ledger Fernandez, and members of the subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today. I am Talbert Cypress, Chairman of the Miccosukee Tribe of Indians of Florida, a federally recognized tribe located in the Greater Everglades in South Florida. The views expressed herein are those of the Miccosukee Tribe. I appreciate the opportunity to discuss H.R.504, the Miccosukee Reserved Area Amendments Act, which would expand the current boundaries of the Miccosukee Reserved Area, or MRA, to include the Osceola Camp. Thank you also to Rep. Gimenez for sponsoring this legislation. We strongly support H.R. 504, which would ensure appropriate governance for the Osceola Camp, and call on the Park Service to work with the tribe to elevate structures in the camp to protect it from floodwaters from the Central Everglades Planning Project. The Miccosukee Tribe was federally recognized in 1962, and after that recognition, our villages within the Everglades National Park were managed as a special use permit granted by the National Park Service. In 1998, Congress passed the Miccosukee Reserved Area Act. This act provided a legal framework under which the members of the tribe could live permanently and govern their own affairs in the villages set aside for the tribe's use within the park. The Miccosukee Reserved Area Act of 1998 has been a resounding success for the tribe and for the Everglades National Park. Our residential community, the national park, its waters, and its visitor access have all been well protected. However, there remains one special use permit within the Everglades National Park. And this is my father's family's village called the Osceola Camp, named after the descendants of the war leader Osceola, who was executed after the Second Seminole War. My ancestors lived in the Osceola Camp for generations, and H.R. 504 would add Osceola Camp to the Miccosukee Reserved Area, thus completing the protection of tribal communities remaining within the Everglades National Park. The incorporation of these 30 acres into the MRA will create a more consistent legal framework for tribal residents and law enforcement personnel. Once the Osceola Camp becomes part of the MRA, residents can be included as residents of tribal lands and can more easily access tribal emergency and infrastructure services. In addition to expanding the Miccosukee Reserved Area, H.R. 504 requires the National Park Service to carry out necessary work to elevate the camp. The Central Everglades Planning Project, when completed, will restore the natural flow to a 3-mile stretch of the Everglades. However, the Osceola Camp is right in the flowway of that water, which will be released under the plan. Work has already begun by the National Park Service and Florida Department of Transportation to elevate the camp and its traditional structures above the new floodplain height. The work will be done together with the Tamiami Trail Next Steps project, which is elevating the roadway to protect it from rising water levels. As the village is on the border of the Tamiami Trail roadway, this approach is efficient. However, without this work to elevate structures, the village will be under imminent and substantial risk of frequent flooding. We strongly support H.R. 504 as consistent with the federal trust responsibility and ensuring continued self-governance. I truly appreciate the opportunity to address this subcommittee, and thank you for your support you have shown to tribes and our sovereignty. I look forward to any questions you may have. Shinabish, thank you.